Oh, man. Never have some downtime. Never have enough rest. It's just my bad. Makes you want to show. Yeah, all right, we're good now. Okay, let's go. Oh, welcome, Susanna. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love. I do. The love and support. Susanna, I know that you understand this. I don't like care for the aspect of you know blowing people's channels up and stuff like that, but it really does mean something when even if like just this, you just come in for a half a second and just say, "Hey, I mean, I like it, so thank you." It does matter. It does mean something. It does feel good. Welcome. Who else we got here? Brent Ace. I can't quite tell. Once I get up here and get stopped, get hooked up, I'll be able to see it better. Hey man, be safe out there. Okay, and that is Brett Ace. Welcome, buddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're about to hit the road. We're going to be leaving here in about 10 minutes. Got to go through, and I'll get the other camera up and going here in just a few. I don't know why everything's so like fuzzy looking. Wow, just looking. Okay. Where's this guy going? Yeah, one of the guys came over from Ernie. I appreciate it, man. That man, you got the noties on. See, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, let's go to this bad man pajama. All right, so y'all won't see anything other than directly in front of me. It's so smudgy. Let's see if we can't fix some of those smudgies. Oh man, fix the smudgies. Oh, so fortunately, y'all can still hear me. Inspection's good. Why was this thing inspected in March of 23 and then January of 24? Maybe it was in for maintenance. They said, screw it, do it anyways. I don't know. That's dumb. kind of want to hustle up here, get off this yard, get rocking and rolling for my day. Didn't get a whole lot of rest today. I was troubleshooting stuff on my other channel. I got some home internet problems with my upload stuff and trying to figure all that out. Part of it, I think it's a split problem. With one being my computer, the other being my internet. So, all right, let's pull this thing up and get these doors closed. Make sure ain't nobody in it. As there are packages falling out of it. That's great. Fucking kidding me. Damn it, man. Well, the headset might break up, guys. Especially since I gotta go inside real quick. All right. Let's pull this bad boy off the door. I'll be with all of your comments and stuff here in just a minute. I gotta focus on getting on the road. Gotta make sure everything's good here with my pre-trip and getting these doors closed and all that beautiful stuff. Take it super easy. I got packages all the way out to the edge, literally falling out of the trailer. So these are not palletized loads or anything. UPS loads stuff package by package. So think of like the entire trailer being full of shoe boxes, right? So they are individualized. It's really easy for shit just to fall out the back. And I've got a swing door trailer. Just trying not to have anything fall out of this motherfucker. All right. Nice and easy does it. All right, take my other phone back here. We'll hit that bad boy up with a flashlight. Here in a minute, like I say, I'll have the other camera up and going. And but yeah. All right. My plan is good. Good. That's good. No air leaking. Tires inflated. Good. Good. That's good. All right. Hopefully it's back working like it's supposed to. Feels good. Sorry, just going through paperwork. All right, we're getting there. I appreciate that feedback. Well, got to fill this tank up with a little bit of air. All right, we're almost good to get started back up. There we go. Make sure Bluetooth is off on this device. It is. All right, so I believe we're good to go now. Got air built up. Checking brakes. Trailer brakes good. A little air movement in here. Should have got me a bottle of water. I definitely am a little dehydrated today. Want to step in here real quick, steal me a bottle of water from the shop. See if they got one over there. Yeah, they do. Be right back. I'm going to go steal a bottle of water. All right. Let's roll out. All right. Fat guy's getting off property now. All right, you said, I bet being a UPS driver, you heard your share of UPS jokes. Yeah. It's always the same old. Everybody always goes back to the UPS FedEx merger and calling it FedUps. It's always that one that everybody wants to go back to. I mean, if there was other ones other than that, I might entertain them. But if it's that particular one, it's about anytime somebody wants to say a joke, it's like the one that they always want to try to tell a driver. Heck yeah, man. We're doing it to it. We'll go rock and ride. This bottle of water is pretty good. Half of it down. I save the other half to sip on until I go get my. Anyways, we are going to be a lot live a lot longer this evening than we were this morning. I'm telling you, there was a huge difference in the time that. All right, so of course when Ernie came on, Ernie really helped me up. He helped me get y'all guys in here and things like that. I mean, it's very, very appreciative of Ernie doing that. He's a pretty cool guy. I happened to meet Ernie in real life. We he was going down the road in front of me. He had to stop, pick up a few trucks, and I was like, I'll get off. I'll be able to. I can ride over there in my personal vehicle and say hello, introduce myself while being on live stream. So we did. We met. So we said hello and talked for about 5 minutes, and he had to do his deal, and I went home. But the support. I reached out. I found Ernie myself just by randomly searching live stream truck drivers. And because I'm trying to at the time I was trying to really build a community of other drivers that we can communicate with and do things like that. It's all part of that networking strategy. And it's I mean, hell, let's be realistic. Truck drivers in general, if you think back 20 years ago, you would stop at a truck stop, holler at some dude, and then if you hear him on the radio fucking, halfway across the country, you know who the hell it is. Oh, that's old Johnny, or that's that's old Hot Rod or Sparky or whatever. John, 123, high split Brett. Yeah, man. John says hello to Brett. I appreciate you coming in here, John. John, are you also from Ernie? Did you find me in a different way? But 20 years ago, you would stop at a truck stop and be able to talk to somebody and be able to recognize. You'd go halfway across the damn country and you would recognize these people. Now, granted, also here's the other also, the pathways across this country for the primary East Coast, West Coast types of drivers, you got Route 40 and Route 80. Or I-80 and I-40. If you're traveling up and down either one of those interstates, you're going to pass by people multiple times a week. Think about that. Think about that for a second. It's such a huge country, right? Such a huge country. And forget today's modern technology and GPS and tracking, Facebook and messaging, cell phones, and all that shit. You might even have to go back more than 20 years. Let's take it back 25 years to where you had cell phones, but you didn't really have, let's just say it's 1999, right? So you're still trying to keep up with people via CB and visual. Like, oh, I just saw, Johnny go down the road in his Peterbilt. I recognize the light assortment he's got. You know what I'm saying? Not sure how I found you. I go hang out with Ernie, Bobby, and others. Okay, so yeah, so it probably was from Ernie because Ernie's the one that put me on to Bobby. I haven't actually been to his stuff in a long time, but there was a few other guys that he told me to go check out, and I went and checked out. But I haven't been very active on this channel at all. So like, not being rude about it, but it's definitely not. I don't know what those guys are up to. I really haven't been focused on it, but the point I'm making is, you drive across the country and you'd recognize these people, and these people you would become friends with other fellow truckers, and you'd be able to sit here and carry on a conversation on a CB going up the road, and if you're a real truck driver, you've got a decent CB, you've got a decent range, you could probably talk to somebody for 30 minutes before it cuts up and breaks out. By the time you find it, you probably got a 20-mile range on your CB, and by the time you find them and you hear them or whatever, you can figure out that's who it is. Y'all can go jump off on your own channel and have a conversation if you're crossing paths, right? If one's going east and you're going west, you hear the other, somebody holler out the handle, and you intercept it, you holler at them. And I tell you, man, those days were pretty cool because it kept things interesting on the road. It kept the camaraderie of truck drivers, and it maintained this professionalism and this brotherhood per se. It's sisterhood too, but you know what I'm saying. Like you respected each other as a driver. Even if somebody was a dumbass driver, you still you'd make fun of them in a fun way, not like fuck these motherfuckers, these fucking stupid ass Swift drivers, da 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 da. Like you wouldn't do like it wasn't as bad per se. Come on, dude. I don't want to get stuck behind you trying to go up this hill. I'm already going freaking 10 under the speed limit. Please let me get around you before the scale house. That's something else. I don't want to be in the damn scale house here. Side note, I've been doing this job now for almost 11 years. Working on 11 years, I've been driving this truck. Or maybe it was 11. Yeah, 2013. This year it'll be 11 years driving a track trailer. And 2 weeks ago was the first time that I had been pulled into the scale house to actually have anything. I was overweight on my drives, and it's the first time I've ever had to go in, talk to DOT, talk to State Man, talk to anybody, have anything to do with any of it. So it took 10 years for that to happen. All right, here we go. Once we get through here, I'm going to turn my little blue light on so y'all be able to see me a little bit better. And it'd be all right. John, appreciate you sticking around, buddy. I do. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if they pull me across the scale. This is 100% load, but I've got a tandem tractor. The other week when I got pulled over, I just had a single axle. All right, we're good to go. Oh, hell, you know what else? I need to put this my other phone on charge. Oh, I need to put that phone on charge. It's low. Let me get on out of here, get all situated, not changing lanes, trying to do multiple things at once. All right. Let me attempt to get this bad boy on charge here. There it is. That one's on charge. Well, let me see if I can't find my light. Found this bad mamma jamma. Let's see if we can't get that going. Pretty little blue light coming up this way. All right. Got a little light in here, a little light action. At least you can see my face a little bit, right? That's a perk. welcome to whoever just jumped in. I don't know if you've been in here or not already this evening, but welcome. We've got John in here hanging out, and whoever else. If you come in here, you don't want to chat, that's fine. Just do me a favor. Hit me with a little emoji or something. Hit me with something to let me know who all is actually here. That'd be pretty cool. Let's pass this joker again. My seat's a little too high. Get that bad boy down. She's a heavy load tonight. Ain't wanting to pull right. Oh yeah, John's still here. John's still here. Why is my chat not working on the other one? That's kind of silly. So John, what do you do, bud? What do you got going on? What's your evening like? Just hanging out, just chilling, bored. Got a notey pop up. You said, "Let me go check this fella out." Yeah, I've got a couple buddies of mine that are currently live streaming. That I also do video game stuff. I'm a gamer per se, and I do live streaming and stuff with that. But I got a couple of my buddies I normally connect with. They're live right now, but I was like, screw it. I had 80 some people come in, 80 some views on my morning live stream. That was only about 3 hours long, 2.5 hours long, something like that. So, I mean, those are low numbers in perspective to other people. But for me, that was pretty damn good numbers. I was happy with that. Happy enough to where I'll go ahead, and that's why I'm live now. I'm going to let this thing be live, and I'll probably end up staying live until my phone either dies or, let's see, it's 10:30-ish right now, 10:40. So that's going to be 3 hours from now. So probably 3 hours. My phone will either die first because I only have one charger with me, and it's already down 25%, and we've been live now for 30 minutes. So yeah, probably about another hour is all I'm going to have for the ability to stay live. That's what it looks like. Things are good for you. So much for savoring the water. I just killed it, but I'm hydrated. Yeah, so an hour and a half from now, or an hour from now, will probably be about all I got. Although, actually, on that device, I can absolutely turn down my screen brightness. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's better. I'll turn the screen brightness down on this one, too. Definitely do not need it up that high. It's harder to read chat, but definitely saves battery. See, when I turn my screen brightness down, like right now, I cannot even see myself in the stream. Like I know y'all can still see me with the blue light, but I can't even see me. I could barely even see the damn headlight in the roads on the stream, So, all right, you're Canadian. Okay. So I've got a lot of friends up in Canada, in Canada. I got a lot of friends in Canada. A lot of people one feller. He's kind of like me. He's a truck driver and a video game streamer. He's out of Toronto. I got a few other people up that way. Um, I got a couple people move around a whole lot. I'm trying to think of. Yeah, I got like two or three friends actually that's outside of like Toronto area. You learn many things by watching. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And so I'll tell you this. All right, so you say that you learn a lot of things by watching. So I want to say this about that. I have learned so much, and my eyes have opened up, and my communications opened up so much to other people in other countries and other things. Like I've got a friend. He comes in here periodically. He's 15 years old. He's from South Africa, and smart kid, really nice kid, really smart kid. He comes in and we have conversations about all sorts of stuff. He tells me like a lot of the shit that's going on. And like I would never know what's going on in South Africa politically and all the above if it wasn't for this kid that comes into the stream and tells me. Right now, do I think the kid's lying? No, not at all. But I have nothing to base anything off of. So just just understanding that there's like like I talk to people from India, I talk to people from all over the place. I mean, all over. Let's see, but because I have streamed, I would never have had a conversation. I would never just stop and randomly talk to somebody out in public who I may have a tough time communicating with. I don't have the time to sit and stop and have those conversations. So yeah, talking about learning something because you're watching, yeah, I learn a lot myself just from streaming. So it's twofold. I got a buddy of mine called Raven. He's out there. He's one of my Canadian friends. He's up there in outside of Toronto and stuff. And he like what he does. I mean, he's a historian. And he's like, this dude knows more about American history than I know about American history, and he's Canadian, right? I mean, it's ridiculous. So it's kind of cool sometimes because I'm not a very intellectual guy when it comes to like I know a lot of things, but when it comes to like certain topics, I don't really specialize. Like when it comes to history, I'm not a history buff. When it comes to trucking, I'm not a super trucker. I'm just an overpaid steering wheel holder is all I am. So I can't tell you all the ins and outs of truck driving because all I've done is work for one company that holds your hand through the whole fucking process. I can't even tell you the proper way to strap down loads and make sure that they're DOT approved for flatbed. I don't know any of that type of shit, right? But you still learn a whole lot in general. I mean, trust me, I do know a lot of things. I'm not saying that I'm dumb. I'm just saying that I don't specialize in certain topics like other people do. I'm pretty smart when it comes to some of my sports. That's where, not sports as in a fan of sports. I don't watch sports. We participate in sports. My son is I've said this before. I'm going to keep saying it just because a lot of people don't know it. He's a national level wrestler. When I say national level, he's won some of the toughest wrestling tournaments in the world. So that's why I call him a national level wrestler. He's 13 years old. We're going to the U.S. Open in April. He's going to Iowa. He's flying out. Him and his mother's flying out to Iowa in a couple weeks. Go wrestle up there at the National Middle School Duels. yeah. So I mean, so when it comes to like certain topics, we definitely know our stuff, but and it's mostly like when it comes to athletics and training and mindsets and some of that type stuff. You know, I just tried to stay in my pathway. I could sit here and talk for hours on end when it comes to goals and foundations and basis of growth and you know how to achieve things mentally, how to allow yourself to push through discomfort, how it also just a billion things. Like kind of like a motivational speaker in a way, you know. And that's also another reason why I kind of do this. It's like I want to be able to not just communicate my shit. Y'all don't really want to know. Y'all want to be entertained. Y'all want to learn a little bit, right? Like you said, you want to learn. So you want to be a part of the learning process is also being entertained. So if you're getting learning something, one, being entertained, you laugh a little, you have a good time. It's worth your time to invest to watch the stream, and I understand that, and I want to be able to provide that. But at the other end of the spectrum, I want to be able to also help people, right? So that's another part of like the learning curve, the learning side of things. I want to be able. Who got jump in here? Who is this? Oh, I can't. Oh, what up, Miss Karina? What up, girl? How you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Haven't been live in a while. Miss Thomas. So if we can go in and we can have these conversations and we can be able to help people and we can grow in that regards, and that's where some of the content really comes from for me is being able to have fun, talk to people, grow, help people. Um, I know that there's across the country there's people that have maybe they don't have a whole lot going on in their life and they need somebody to talk to. You would be surprised of how many people there are that have nobody. And when I mean nobody, I'm talking they don't have a coworker, they don't have a friend, they don't have a family member that they feel comfortable enough to let them know of what's going on or a problem or anything. That's why there's so much mental health problems in this country, right? They don't have anybody to talk to. They don't feel comfortable enough. But you can hide behind a YouTube name and ask a question and be able to get something off your chest if you need to without it negatively affecting who you are in real life. You can get the help and you can do it in a way that makes it where you're anonymous to the general public. So it's like I don't want to say it like, all right, let's say for instance you're battling a health problem and you don't know what to do, right? And you don't want to tell your family because maybe you're ashamed of something, your anxiety is kicks up or whatever. What the hell does it matter if you tell me? I don't know who the hell you are in real life. I don't know who you are. So you could come to me and we could have that conversation. We could be like, hey, I got something. What do you think? Do you think that this is, and then it doesn't even have to be something that's negative. It could always be positive stuff too, you know? But that's the whole part. Like, I want to be able to help people when it comes to shit like that, if I can. There will be a time where I can't individualize that type of stuff. I can't help everybody with their problems. Let's say there's 1,000 people that come into the stream. I can't read 1,000 people's chat and help and answer everybody's question, right? So there will be a point if this thing grows to something more than what it is, that concept kind of goes away. That individualization, that personalization, the one-on-one, it does diminish over time. But yeah. All right, so I'm drinking on an earthquake. What do you mean you're drinking on an earthquake? So you're over there getting shook down, or are you? Oh, you're drinking on an. Oh, so the alcoholic drink, the alcoholic beverage, is called an earthquake. I'm guessing that's what it is. I'm not up to all the alcohol stuff. I don't drink. So, what is an earthquake? What does it consist of? That's my guess. Maybe you're having an earthquake and you're saying, "Fuck it, let's have a drink." If I'm gonna die, God damn it, I don't want to feel it. Earthquake beer? Never heard of that. Never heard of an earthquake beer. It's interesting. Yeah, I don't drink. I will tell you this though. In the last couple of years, I've had more alcohol, which is not a lot. I don't drink, okay? But in the last couple of years, I have tasted more alcohol in the last 2 years than I have my entire freaking life. Ugh. So a buddy of mine is a whiskey connoisseur. He's he's pretty big time into that. So he likes to try a lot of different whiskeys, a lot of high end whiskeys, stuff like that. So when he came over during the holidays and stuff like that, we went out, got some lunch, and I bought him a couple shots of some very high dollar whiskey. We're talking $60 some per shot of whiskey, and that's a bargain. That's a bargain. So we went and he's like, "Man, you got to try this. Like you have to try it." Well, I tried some of that. Oh, so there was like when you say try, it's a taste. It's not even enough to get your taste buds zinging with the alcohol. It's just enough. It's like it's not even enough to make a swallow. It's enough to coat your mouth. And that's pretty much all that it is. Right. So I've never been drunk. I've never been stoned. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't do drugs. I don't do none of that shit. But anyways, I think that was like a Pappy Van Winkle. It was a particular type of that. And we had another one. And then when my sister passed away, she wanted us to have barbecue and bourbon, and at her celebration of life. Well, if my sister passed away and she said she wanted barbecue and bourbon at her thing, all right. So I took a shot of bourbon for my sister when she passed away this past summer, and so that was a Knob Creek. I don't remember if it was like 9 years. I don't remember how old it was, but that was a shot of Knob Creek. And then a buddy of mine, he got married not this past October, but a year ago this past October, and as celebration for his wedding, all the bride, I was the best man, and everybody in the wedding party had to take a shot of vodka or whatever, and it turned out it was a little airplane bottle of vodka that they poured into these little cups, and so I had a shot of vodka at my buddy's wedding. So it's literally the most amount of liquor that I've had. Before that, when it comes to liquor, I had a swig at 18 years old. I had a swig of Fighting Cock, and I swear to God, I thought I couldn't breathe for a minute and a half. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I've had a few Zimas and Smirnoffs back in the day, but I can't stand the smell or taste of beer. Like I can't even get a beer close enough to my mouth to attempt to drink it because I cannot stand the smell of the hoppy beer type stuff, So, but anyways, let's see what y'all said here. We got I rarely drink from John. 10% alcohol. Oh, high gravity beer. Okay, I got you. I got you. That's one of them beers. You drink one of them, you're feeling pretty good. You drink two of them, and you're doing damn good. Yeah, I know what you got going on there. The old 20 proof beer, huh? Shoot, I don't know the size of if that's a 12-ounce beer, man. That's you drink two or three of those. You're really buzzed up, pretty good. It also depends. When I say buzzed up, I mean that really depends on your body size. You know what I mean? There's a lot to it, but taking and drinking, yeah, that's still pretty good. Shoot. Man, oh man. What was I saying? I can drink 3 cans. Yeah, yeah, and after three, you're feeling it pretty good. You could. Is that what you set your limit to? Is 3 cans? You want to have a good night. You want to feel the effects of it. You set yourself a limit to three, huh? All right, what we got for construction up here? Construction left lane closed ahead. I'll stay exactly where I'm at. All right, let's reevaluate. We've been live now for 52 minutes. Once we get to that hour mark, another 8 minutes, I'm going to see what my battery's looking like at that 1 hour marker, and we'll reevaluate how much longer we think we can go from that moment on, so we can kind of get a realistic gauge of everything. And like I say, I only have one cell phone charger, and it's not even charging my other phone. It's not even keeping my other phone up to snub on charge. That's dumb. That's dumb. I need a high output charger. High output charger. No guardrail work. Fixing some guardrail. I got you. Yeah. Makes me wonder if I should just shut the one phone down, allow it to charge up. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. Definitely not. I'm not. Maybe I need to just invest in a really, really good charger. get like 100-watt charger for these bad boys. Put it on a power inverter that's like a wall plug for your home. Just put it on there and not let it be a 12-volt deal, and let it go to town and see what it comes up with. Who knows? And now my headset battery's dying. Oh, I tell you, it's always something. I will say I charged my headset for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes yesterday, and wow, I was on it quite a bit. So this is what we're going to do. Once my headset dies, we're not going to be able to have a good stream. I can tell you that for complete transparency. When it dies, you can't hear squat for audio. So if it dies, I'm going to go ahead and let everything charge up, and I'll go live again probably in about maybe 4 hours. I don't want to say 4 hours, probably around 2 o'clock, 1:30, between 1 and 2 o'clock, I'll go back live again. And after some of this stuff charges up. But I'll be on and off the rest of the evening. But yeah, the whole fact of batteries dying is kind of ticking me off. All right, let's get rid of this. All right, I went ahead and just all right. So let's get rid of this one here. So this phone is officially off the stream. All right, it needs to go ahead and charge up and do its thing. What's this one down to? 63%. Yeah, John, I don't expect you to be up like me. That's why I say I don't expect people to be in the stream at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I have no expectation of y'all feeling like you have to. No, y'all come out whenever you feel like you can come out. You do not have to hang out with me when you need to be sleeping and shit like that. So I've used, let's just call it 40% of battery in the first hour. So that gives me about 2 hours on a safe streaming usage from 100% battery capacity. So that's not too terrible. My headset, though, it's going to die before everything else does. See, my charger's not even charging right. It says it's going to take 6 hours and 16 minutes to fucking charge. Let me undo that. Let's see if that changes it now that I'm not drawing. It could have been my light hooked up to the same USB port. But now it's supposedly fast charging. 2 hours and 6 minutes until full, according to my trusty it better damn charge up right. It's dumb. Yeah, man. So you're learning technology. What are you learning? Like, other than just cell phones and stuff in general. Let me ask you, John. Do you? So you're from Canada. How old are you, John? If you don't mind me asking, are you an older gentleman, or are you a young guy, or what we got going on, bud? Yeah. And by the way, that's a pretty generic name, John 123. Is there any type of technology, John, that you like or you would like to learn about? Is there anything that if you had, you're over 40, that's fine. That's all we need to know. I'm almost at 40 myself. Is there anything technology wise that you wish you knew more of? Like, if you had the opportunity to instantly have the knowledge of a particular type of technology, what would that be? My battery is low again. It's going to probably cut off here soon. Mine is the ability to draw in CAD, computer aided drafting, doing CAD software, uh, doing 3D modeling, stuff like that. Uh, that was my number one go to ever since I was a kid. Ever since I learned about CAD modeling and stuff like that. Um, that's a huge deal to me. You, I can't even read that damn chat. Like, get to learn to upload. And so, like, you yourself, do you want to learn how to like stream and things like that? Is that what you're talking about? You want to learn how to do kind of what I'm, not necessarily what I'm doing, but you want to learn about videos and video editing and stuff like that. So I'll tell you this much. That's what drives me in this altogether. Yeah. Okay. So I didn't know jack squat about this myself. I mean, I know a little bit, but not enough. I have now learned enough between my video editing, not video editing, but my, learning how to edit pictures and edit things for like thumbnails and all sorts of other stuff, graphic design in general. I've learned enough on my own where I use that in my side business now. I make money from the shit that I have learned, editing pictures and doing just various random thumbnail stuff and things like that. So it's pretty cool. When it comes down to like the learning of it, let me tell you, the best way to learn is to do it. Just to jump in. You jump in, right? Um, I didn't know how to do video game streaming, and that's what led me to, the whole like I literally have a whole other business idea, business model that I would like to pursue. Like, I wish I could retire from my job right now and start this other business up because I would enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's a lot of that tech. It's all, technology. Really, it is crazy how that shit fucking drives. As somebody like me, I've got ADHD, so like the technology is never ending, so you can never get enough of it. So if you're learning something today, then tomorrow it's a little bit different. And the cool thing that I've learned about when it comes to streaming, because I do a lot of things from my QP. This is all cell phone driven right now. I'm just live on my cell phone. But when it comes to like real streams, um, I have my gaming channel, and I can go in and do all sorts of stuff with my computer. Um, I mean, it's ridiculous the shit I've learned from streaming. And the whole reason why I started doing that in the first place is because my kids wanted to be video game streamers and gamers, and they wanted to make money. I'm like, look, if y'all want to play video games, why don't you try to make a career out of it and make some money with it? So I said, hey, I will help you. Let me learn a little bit about it so I can help you be successful at something that you want to do. And that was the driving factor in me learning about streaming in the first place. And that was about 4 years ago. Maybe it was longer than that. Yeah, about maybe 4 years ago is when that concept came up. And I didn't know jack shit about it myself. I didn't even know what OBS was. I didn't know squat. But I had a friend who worked for the local cable company doing the public cable channel or whatever, the local cable channel. And so he used to be the cameraman at a lot of the sporting events and stuff. So I reached out to him. I was like, hey, what do I do? Like, what? I don't know anything. And he pointed me in a direction, said to check out this and check out that. And he told me, and I went and OBS. OBS is what's called Open Broadcast Software. It is completely free. You have to have a computer to use it, but it is a completely free software, and you can literally you can do anything and everything in that software. You could run, a lot of churches, a lot of some smaller news stations, pretty much all of your smaller content creators use stuff like OBS to do live streaming. And then you learn other stuff like how to edit videos, like DaVinci Resolve and Adobe products. Get in and learn some Adobe products, Premiere Pro, and some of that shit gets difficult. But like, just dabble with it. Watch YouTube videos about it, right? You go in and figure some cool shit out that way. And if it intrigues you enough, it will motivate you to want to learn. So like right now, you can have me pulled up on your cell phone. You pull your laptop out, look up OBS. Literally, just Google search the letters OBS, and it'll come up, Open Broadcast Software. And if you don't know how to download it, okay, find a Google a video, YouTube a video, how to download OBS, and it'll show you how to do it. And just step after step after step. It may be a very long, slow process of you learning technology in that regards. I don't know the level of your knowledge in technology, but just keep searching. If you can type on a keyboard, I'm telling you, you can figure some shit out. So, fortunately for me, in the fact that I do drive this truck, there's times where I'm not saying that I'm just sitting here just watching YouTube videos and shit like that, but I could pull up some stuff in like book. I could watch a video, even though I'm not really watching it. It's more like listening to it. I could pull up and learn as I'm working. Learn other skills and multitask a little bit, and utilize my time and be a little bit more efficient with my time, just because of what I do. And it helps keep me awake, keeps my brain moving and focused. So, but yeah, that's some cool stuff there. Hell, I've been doing so much stuff. Like today, I have my battery power low 10%. What does that say? 10% remaining on my headset? I think that's what it was saying. I think it was saying my headset's going to die. All right, let's see what's it say. All right, you said, yeah, just starting, been told same, and we'll do what you're saying. Yeah, if you just simply just go through and just, if you're interested, if it's a true interest of yours, learn about it, man. It's all about just being able to do. That's like, well, why not utilize the internet? Because trust me, I'm not this. I want to learn this technology to benefit myself, right? Ultimately, I want to be able to do other things in the future. Like, I don't want to handicap myself. My kids, or my kid might end up becoming a professional athlete. I thought it would be a pretty cool thing to learn how to do some of this shit, just on the media side of things. Because I'm not real big into technology myself a lot. I really am not, but I have slowly engulfed myself in it, and now I own as part. I have a wrestling company as well where of some stuff where I run wrestling tournaments. And anyways, long story short, just keep pushing, keep driving, keep learning, keep doing. Right? If you get stuck on something, you don't know how to do it, we'll jump on to the next thing. Find a workaround. And I'll tell you, there is not one straight path when it comes to technology. There is not one straight path that you'll take to get to the end goal. There's a million different ways to achieve goals when in regards to like technology driven stuff. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're starting from scratch. So if you get held up and you just get in a hard spot, you're like, well, I just don't know how to do this. Well, find a workaround. Go do something else. Intrigue your brain, because staying motivated to continue to learn is the key goal. If you're having a good time, if you're learning some stuff, that's where you're at, man. That's where it's at. All right. Well, my headset's really yelling at me. It's told me like 5 times that it's about to die. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and kill the stream right now. I'm gonna save my battery on my phone. I'm gonna charge up my headset and let my other phone charge up as well, because it's even being dumb now, saying it's back to 6 hours and something to charge. So, anyways, we're down to 55% on my main phone, and we've been live for an hour and 12 minutes. So yeah, that's definitely 2 hours would be a solid stream on the battery life of this particular device. So anyways, I'll be back live. Give me about 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, and I'll be back live. So I'll catch y'all in the morning. If not, I'll be live probably super early, probably around 8. Well, probably around 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. I'll probably be live again, man. So and John, feel free to you want to learn about stuff in general. There's a lot of YouTubers and stuff. If you want to learn like just random shit, like I could put you on some people that I learned a lot of technology from, software and hardware and all sorts of shit. So find my Split Stick Gaming profile. Actually, I'm gonna put the link of that channel in chat. Go subscribe to that one if you want. I'm gonna pull it up right now and I'm going to share it with you. Bear with me here. I don't know if that's going to pull up my live stream or if that's going to pull up my channel. But yeah, that's my actual gaming channel, Split Stick Gaming. If you click on that link, it should either take you into a video or at least maybe my channel. I don't know for sure. It's taking you to my channel. So go in there and hit subscribe in there, and you can see some of the other stuff that I've got going on. I'm more live on that than I am on this, and you can connect with me through there. So anyways, I'll catch you later, guys. Y'all have a great night, and I'll see you here in a few hours. Later.